Hey guys, so today I wanted to do my foundation routine and just what I do every day, or yeah, it's basically what I do every day is kind of to hide all of my rosacea, which I don't know if you can see, but it's all kind of red in here and red around my nose. I do have some pimple spots down here that tend to, pop up, and right in here. And the dogs are on my bed, so if you can hear them, I'm sorry. So the first thing I do is I prime my face, and I use the Rimmel London Lasting Finisher Primer. It's just a skin perfecting one, and this is up to 8 hours. So, and it helps your foundation last up to 8 hours, which is nice. But I just like the feel of this one, and it doesn't break me out, and it doesn't make my rosacea even more red, because sometimes a lot of the primers do that to me. And then I just take my fingers and rub it all in. And usually I'll let this sit for a bit and go ahead and go brush my teeth, go take the dogs outside, do something. But I put this on first just to let it sit and soak into my skin. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay. After checking Twitter and whatnot, Twitter life. Okay. So I don't do my concealer first, because the only thing I really have to deal with is right under here. And if my foundation can't cover, this stuff, then it's not a good foundation for me. So currently I've been using the Covergirl Tru Blend, the liquid makeup with the pump, and I'm in L3. And I've really been loving this, which is natural ivy, because I'm pale. I live in Texas, but the sun doesn't happen all the time in Texas. And I just put 2 little squirts on the back of my hand. And I like that this one has a little lock function, so you can actually lock it, so if you ever lose the cap, you're not SOL to put it in a bag. And then this is just an e.l.f. pointed foundation brush, nothing expensive. And I just dab it in and do circular motions all over my skin.
I really don't even have a, I come to look at to make sure that I'm getting it all in.
But I just like it to cover these problem areas. And I love this pointed one because I can get right underneath my eyes and not have to be like pulling at it or anything, or poking myself in the eye. So is this one. I'm queen. I'm just kidding. And just bring whatever I have left on down. Now, this is just one coat. This is what I will wear daily, because the rosacea comes through just a little bit, but it's covered up enough that the sun doesn't really react to it. And this is what I wear during the winter. So when it comes summertime, I will do a summer routine, because I use a whole different batch of foundation and everything like that. But in the winter down here, the sun's not out much. I'm actually not outside a lot anymore, like as much as I would be during the summer. So I'm not really too worried, because our lights at work are just the weird luminescent ones that give you headaches. So I don't have to worry about the sun making my rosacea come out even more. And then I just go in with a concealer and just go like right underneath my eyes right here in a little V. And This is just the Boiing concealer. I think this is the lightest shade they have. I don't even know if it has a name. I don't even know. But I just put my finger in it and I'll put it right underneath anyway. And I will just pat it right underneath my eye to make that little triangle. And I go with whatever's left right underneath my eyebrow because I do have lots of veins. I will stick my finger in that. And go right underneath here. And whatever else is left right there. And then I'll look to see if there's any kind of problem areas. And I know there is always on my chin. So I'll just put a little bit there. And I'll just do it with my finger. And then I'll go over with whatever's left on there so it's not too much of a highlight. Yeah, that should be fine. I don't go too crazy with it. There are days where I have really big dark circles and there are days where I don't. But I like using a brush compared to my finger. I don't know. I just do. But I just lightly tap. Tap, tap. And then again, I'll let this sit for a minute or two and probably go back on Facebook, Snapchat, whatever. I mean, it's nothing too complex. I mean, it just hides the rosacea, makes my skin look a tad bit more even, which I've been working on. But then after I let it sit for a second, I go to my MAC Light Plus, I'm in my Skinfinish, and kind of just set it all in. But this is a tad bit darker than what my skin tone is now, but like my face doesn't match my body, if that makes any sense. I have no idea why, I just don't know. So, just dab a little bit. And then the last thing that I do is I use my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set, and this is just a makeup setting spray, and I just have the little one because I used up my big one, so I'll try to go through a few of these first, and I'll just use it. Probably can only do like 2 sprays if you want, but I just put a whole bunch on. And then let it sit. But yeah, that is it for my winter foundation routine. I mean, nothing too dramatic. There's nothing out of the ordinary. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so you can be notified when I make new videos, which are going to be on... Ooh. Excuse me. I don't know what that was. On Mondays and Fridays, so yep. And yep.